Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcasting production of Cap Trey 4. And the crowd goes wild.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up
win
with the
situation.
Indianapolis Colts.
Rest of the last 4 games of the season. We ain't gonna make the playoffs. It might not be a bad thing. I need some draft
Two teams
picks.
trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's got some space here. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Good to see this man run.
Man, all my dudes got 3 down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is
How
that he doesn't possess the
everybody
eye
on the
discipline to
whole
be an
left
elite
side of the
linebacker.
field get
What
3
that
down.
means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense.
That wasn't even Clowning and freaking Black. That was a freaking no-name.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
I should have threw it high. I seen him over there, but I still want to throw it.
Take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Even if we do make it to the playoffs, we can't do nothing because we ain't got no talent.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves. And maybe
man, hike the ball, man. What the hell?
Put some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
Get some pressure. Oh, catch the dang ball, man.
He nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
Catch the dang ball, man. What in the world is you doing?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
No, I'm finna run the ball on first down, then I'm bombs away. The rest of the drive, ending the first down.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to
Might
be
run
careful
past
about
the
being
hill.
too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Naeem Hines. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch for the blitz, boy.
On first down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs.
Here we go with this crowd. Dudes can't catch the ball, man.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Is that a linebacker over there? I can't. What is his number? No, that's a safety. Might be blitz.
Throwing again is Locke. It's complete to Grant. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Just beating the play clock is Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Come on, man. Oh, my goodness. Catch the ball.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern.
You make the right read, you do everything right, and freaking man can't freaking kick.
Downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy.
Aggravating, boy. Catch the dang ball.
In this case, though, they're not
best receiver on the team.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said,
because we've seen it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Locke. Man on the right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Luck throwing again. Incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Man, that was a bad pass.
There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Luck. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Come on, look.
Complete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was a
Eric Ebron,
touchdown.
the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as well. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just
Probably
not
should
that
have ran
good.
the ball more once I got
negative sometimes. So.
Well,
in the
here's
red
the deal.
zone.
Getting the 3 is good.
Screw it.
Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
With
And
my
fortunate
terrible
to get
receiver.
points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him.
My dude came out lined up.
We'll see if that
He lined up completely wrong.
Here, we'll see.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
Ah, man, he's throwing in the double coverage, man. Pick that crap off.
It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson going to give this one to
Man, why you didn't tackle him, 99? Oh, my. Oh, he just looked at him. Man, come on, man. That's ridiculous.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it.
He got off the block just to look at him run.
Expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let me move my linebackers to the left.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Pick it up, Shear.
And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off of play action, Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
I think he would go
That's where the
man. I just
physicality
knew he
pays
was in
off. A
cover
nice
3
job
or cover
forcing
2.
the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple
we know
yards
we want to
there.
run.
That's
They
going to
just got
set
to
up
catch
a
the ball.
long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
We got to play. They just got to catch the ball.
Running it won't be easy.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's locked.
Oh, he had a play. He had to kick.
For the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7
I missed the field goal.
And the Colts are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run.
That's how you capitalize on the turnover right there, boy. We've been doing that more often this season. We wouldn't be 7-5.
Onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
Again.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football
Come
team.
on, what is you diving for, bro?
Back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being
This is what it just gave him to me when I clicked it.
Yeah,
Freaking died.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre.
Come on, man. I had him spotlighted and he ran right beside you, bro.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be
You can't be that bad. I know you like 6 to 8 overall, but you just can't be that dumb. He's right beside you.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff to Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Come on, look. Get us some points before the half.
A 50-plus yarder
Get the
was
ball.
cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game,
crap.
when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground.
Ain't nobody even trying to block the dude. He just run straight down from his linebacker position.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Who is that?
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment.
Who is it? Ain't no way he can check T.Y. Hill.
The defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Deed him up like he would, like he ain't 93 overall. Whatever.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Love.
Hold on to the ball.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This is Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first.
Man, let me throw the ball away, man. I seen him come. I seen him get open. I mean, I seen him get off the block, and I'm trying to throw it away so he can finish his freaking animation. Dang. I should have just ran the ball again like I planned to do.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Love. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Ellington now to return it. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan
Oh, I get the ball at half. I'm tripping. I thought he was getting. Still was dumb at the end of the half. Should have got 3 points at least.
And they will receive the football.
I'm not through it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Locke.
Hit the wrong. Oh.
And Locke lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And they got the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On first down, it's Long. Caught left side by Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now he'll escape to his left. Throw complete there, Rodgers.
Let me break the tackle.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Man, who is that dude over there on White? Him and White blending? Okay.
Now a first down throw.
Hit the wrong button.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. He'll buy some time right. And some room to maneuver.
Oh, he didn't fumble that?
10-yard line here. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Watson hands to Miller on the draw.
Stop.
Take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the
Good
offense
job,
likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
Go T.Y. Let's get cheeky back there,
Just
baby.
a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st and 10, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers.
You go
These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Back now in Houston. On second down, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a give to Miller. So nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They run again with Carson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now it's Hines, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go,
yeah,
this thing's
the game
well
don't want
done.
us to win, but it's
They
okay.
still
We're going to
thought to
win this
themselves,
bitch
if we can
anyway.
make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they
That's
come
what I
up on
choose.
1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right
He
play,
said HB
throwing it
Will.
away
He
like
saved
that.
it to the fourth
Frankly,
quarter
I
when
think
he
it was the
really
only
needed
play.
it.
Yeah, got outside
saved
the
it.
pocket, realized he had nothing,
stopped it.
just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson.
There you go.
Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Luck.
Yeah, I miss you, Doyle. I miss you, my eyes was focused somewhere else.
And
it was open, my fault.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning.
What's going on with
And
my
we'll be back.
controller?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin with a run by Miller. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Oh,
Fumble, pick it up. Let us get one.
Yes, they have.
Let us get one.
For a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Throwing now, Luck. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hines on a toss play. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And then Singletari's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Oh my God, man. Come on. That's bull
On
crap.
that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free.
Oh,
The
nigga, can't even
collision
piss
there
him off.
jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One last throw here for Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last
Game,
play.
boy.
But still, you're wondering, could it
Still
happen?
in a hunt for a
Possibly,
playoff spot.
even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the LA Crusaders and the Atlanta Falcons. With that, let's get up to Atlanta. We're standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there, to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now Williams. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Williams. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Vick. Man open, it's Moss complete. Touchdown, L.A. Randy Moss, 35 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
This will be taken short. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Powering his way forward, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Vic. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ryan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I'll be on the other side.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now a desperation throw, deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Bryant Saxter point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys... The Crusaders, their offense getting ready to go. 1st down and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And that's how this one ends. A dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for